Yo folks, and welcome to the channel. My name is Bork. In today's video, I'll be covering Post Nights 2, my beginner's guide for this game. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Let's go into the gameplay so you can see what it's all about. So if you can see this, if you hold like the little button in the center, you'll bring up like this little wheel. And we're gonna go to travel just so you guys can see what this game is all about. We're gonna go to patrols and we're actually gonna do Graduate Glade. This is gonna be the hardest difficulty for this town. There's gonna be different towns that you're gonna be placed in the Post Night series. And essentially it's going to be a casual side scroller, all right? So nothing too crazy going on here. Why do I play this game? Why do I essentially like it? Well, mostly because it is very casual. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to pretty much stress myself out when I play this game. It's just going to be one of those games where I just jump in here and I have a good time, you know, pretty much playing against the game, not playing against players, not focusing on summons. I know it's not like your normal gacha waifu sort of aesthetic, but I just wanted to take a break from those sort of things just so I can, you know, just enjoy an actual game on my phone without having to go too crazy. Why am I not playing like an actual game versus this one? It's because usually I'm traveling, I'm doing stuff, so it's not that easy for me to essentially have some sit down time to actually play games. With Post Nights 2, it covers like sort of my satisfaction where I want to play an actual game without having to be forced into summons, forced into some sort of situation where I have to think about collecting waifus, doing insane builds. This is like you focus on your one little night dude, you deliver mail across the region in the different areas of the Post Night series, and essentially you will get ranks as you're going through them. You can upgrade your gear and whatnot. And this is going to be one of the bosses within the game. As you can see here, I can't like not do anything. This game, I guess it's sort of active in some ways where you have to pay attention to some things. Ideally, when he's about to fight, I guard. There's some characters or there's some gear pieces where you can essentially do parries and other complicated mechanics, sort of. But as you can see, it's very simplistic. You have like your 3 buttons. There's going to be different types of gear that you can wear in order to change up the gameplay in case you guys want something a little bit different. But that's going to be the gameplay right there. Very simplistic and easy to sort of understand. And the NPCs are so lovable, you know, just walking across like the little town, you can see they're like, oh my gosh, why are you walking so fast? So let's go ahead and talk to this blacksmith character right here. And this is going to be Tina. And what you do here is essentially you can equip different sets of gear. So for example, if I want to wear daggers, I can do that and it'll change up my build and stuff. But this is the best way to sort of, you know, look into the game in case you're like, oh, I don't want to use like the sword forever, or I want to use different other things in order to maximize my gameplay or just try different builds. Then, you know, feel free to go through this method. Just know I do have a spreadsheet as always, and this talks about, you know, like beginner stuff where this is sort of the stat spread that you want. Notice that strength is the highest stat, agility, and then vitality. Intelligence, not so much. In case you want to know what they do, strength is just pure damage, agility is for like dodge rate, and then you have like your intelligence for healing, not really that necessary, and then vitality of course for your standard health. And then here's going to be an outlook on some of like the different gear pieces, because I know some people are like, hey, should I focus on the adventure set even though it gets maximum health plus 20%? Just know, as you can see, it's going to be very easily outscaled, and I wouldn't focus on the adventure set or the beginning pieces of gear. Now when it comes to the other town, we'll talk about it later. It's going to be in Pom Pom. We're going to be getting like this honeycomb set and then some other gear. Right now I'm wearing this Vulcan set, which is pretty good, and I'm pretty much gonna stick to that. I'm not gonna wear the Sinister set. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later. And then after that, the Crusaders set isn't like the greatest thing to equip at the following town. And then you want your Coco set and Soul Bind set later on, or your Argonaut set. So that's gonna be like different things for as far as like gear progression at the very beginning. And I think it's really straightforward. It is a little bit confusing once you get to other things, but let's go ahead and talk about that. So as you're essentially jumping through the game and you're progressing, right, you can go to this little travel icon, and we're gonna actually go to like that other area that I wanted to talk about. You go to areas right here. As you can see, there's I guess 6 areas. Headquarters is like where all the male people are at. You want to be at Pom Pom right now, or at least that's the farthest stage that I'm on. Just know in HQ you can't do anything until you're rank B. I need to increase my gear and stuff before I can essentially jump into that. But this is a really cool city, and what's interesting about this one, once you pretty much land in here, is usually Usually when you're going through like the different stages, you'll be getting gear and stuff. In this particular town, the game heavily changes and it doesn't really explain to you what's going on. You need to talk to this merchant right here, and it's really important, all right? Because what happens is like there's gonna be different gear pieces that are gonna be floating within the game. You're gonna actually want to use like these little refresh tickets in order to change out the different gear. So you can see right here, I have the sinister robes. I can actually change it again to roll a different piece of gear, but this is how you're gonna be getting gear in the future of the game, because you don't wanna be stuck with the beginner set as soon as you jump into the game. Just know if you don't see any armor pieces that first pop up as you jump into town, that means the gear isn't available yet. And essentially you'll be using like these different materials within the town in order to acquire them. So you can see it's sort of like the merchant wants certain items, not just gold, in order to get these gear pieces. And of course you can go back to the blacksmith. Just note like the blacksmith in each town has a specific gear set. So here's like the honeycomb set I was talking about earlier, and here's gonna be like the Vulcan set. And you can see I need like certain pieces, like these materials, in order to actually upgrade them. That's gonna be very important. And right now I am actually stuck on a particular stage, this one. So let's go ahead and show you what happens in case you're like, oh, like I fail, or you essentially can't get through certain parts. You're gonna be going through the story. This is like leader Haman. He's kind of cool. He's like your standard villain sort of thing. Here's gonna be Alman. He's gonna be, I guess, your protagonist, or no, not protagonist. How do I say this? He's like your rival. You know, in Pokemon where you have like Gary or Blue or whatever, he's gonna be like that sort of dude where he's like, I have to be the best Pokemon trainer. Here it's gonna be, I have to be the best post knights that ever was. Even though all we do is deliver mail, we just so happen to save the world in process, right? While we're delivering like all these different goods, we're gonna be essentially trying our best to help the world become a better place by delivering everyone's packages. I don't know how that works, but I love like how it's pretty much presents itself, because it's like I can't take it seriously, but at the same time I could totally understand the concept. So as you can see, there's like humanoid, like different enemies. There's like cute little salamanders, there's bears. I love the diversity of enemies, and I love how simplistic the game is. It doesn't get too complicated in the sense where it's like, oh my goodness, I have to cast like 5 skills and know is there like an assassin or whatever. But as you can see, we got defeated. We got some gear or some materials right there, so that's pretty nice. And essentially once you jump back into the game, you'll be left with like 1 health. One of the characters will be like, are you all right? Make sure to like wear some stuff. I like this part of the game because like, oh, it's like a pick-me-up, right? So as you can see, there is no stamina system. All you need to do is like, you can jump back into the stage, you can watch an ad or whatever in order to, you know, refill your stamina really quickly, or you can just wait. At the very beginning, it does not take long to essentially like heal yourself, so you don't have to worry about that. There are going to be pets in this game. This dude is a little pet. I named him Bork. You can go to your pet house and you can get other pets in the future. Just note that you have to complete certain stages in order to unlock these pets. So as you can see, I need to get to 3-9 before I can get like those other 2 pets. And then these ones, I guess some of them are going to be in the premium market. So let's go ahead and talk about some other things that's not really showcased in the game as easily. There's going to be like the Post Knight's Handbook. This is going to be your go-to thing. Make sure to complete all of these. It's a little bit tricky. Like this patrol parcel path, you need to equip like the hammer, and if you actually go to it, so just so you guys can see like how this works, because it's not really set up in like the current town that I'm at. So there's the areas, right? There's the pom-pom area where I'm at, or pom-pon, and then there's going to be the mail area, or you know, the initial town that you jump into. And this is going to be the area that actually has like the patrol parcel thing. So if you go into patrols right here, you can see parcel path is right here. This is the stage that you need to run a hammer with. I just want to showcase that in case like some folks don't understand. And what's really important is make sure to go into this wish board. You can essentially turn certain items in order to get gold easily, because gold, it's a difficult resource to essentially get within the game. So make sure to do those. And then also make sure to jump into Mailtown and do these delivery quests. This is going to be your basic way of essentially getting like these little tokens that you get daily. And I guess you could sort of call these like daily stuff. And you can see like they did a play on words. That's Oreo galore or Or galore. For some reason, I just think those are Oreos, but you get the point. point. They're like in a blue box and everything. I think I've been brainwashed by mass media. But as you can see, the game is super simplistic. You could actually use these stages to sort of grind in some ways, but I will show you how to grind in this game in case you want to do that. It's very easy, and you can see we completed like this delivery quest right here. And the reason why that coin is so important, I'll showcase it in a bit just so you guys can see it, because it deals with like your post night's rank in order to unlock extra aspects to the game. And so we got like this little dude. The loading screens are pretty fast on BlueStack, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then she says some stuff. She's like, thank you. Here's gonna be the little coin and the post night token and some crystal gem. Crystal gem, it's like the premium currency. But as you can see, I have other things to do, but I can only unlock these other slots once I reach, you know, rank B in my post nights, like sort of rank, and then rank A. So if you're wondering how do you do that, make sure to do these, then you can take the exam, and then you go here, take the exam, right? Super important. And this is how you can go to the post night headquarters, or you can essentially go through like the area stuff. We'll showcase it really quick in case you guys are like sort of wondering. So it'd be like areas, and then we're at the headquarters, right? Sort of like that in case you're like fast traveling and everything. But anyways, you're gonna be talking to this dude right here, Captain Colin, and then he's gonna ask you to rank up, and then I'm like, I want to be rank B. The test is super hard and you have to complete it in under 120 seconds. And then there's gonna be like these different stages that you can also accomplish. In order to get other things, I have to be rank B in order to do it. And if you don't want to walk around, you can always just like teleport. This is what I like. And she's like sort of the leader of the post night series. I really love it. One thing that I really want to showcase before we end things off is here's gonna be like the different characters that are within the game. Like essentially you can give them, you know, gifts and stuff so you can increase their bond levels. Bond levels are important because I guess they provide like stat bonuses and stuff. For example, I don't know if you saw earlier, the pets that you actually get, like Pipop, I should have gotten him. He's gonna give like dodge rate, so it's sort of important. Like the salamander that I got, he's only gonna give magic reduction and all that stuff. One thing that I also want to showcase is make sure, you know, we talked about the merchant refresh, and then try to watch some ads within the game. That way you can essentially get the resources that you want. What do I mean by that? If you go into like this little sort of merchant icon, you can see you can watch like certain ads, and just note you can use the premium currency for this. It's not really that important. I wouldn't really use it for that in my opinion. If anything, let's go ahead and travel. The places that you probably want to use your premium currency on, maybe the merchant, or you can just save it for, you know, like a rainy day. You just sort of want to rush something. But this guy's the merchant. He has like the accessories within the game, and I guess that's like one way to get them. I don't know if it's like really that worth it. In my opinion, it's sort of whatever. It refreshes like once a week. So, you know, maybe there'll be a better deal next week. And in case you guys want to grind out the game, go ahead and go into Explorer here, or Patrols. And essentially you can repeat these stages. You can see on this one, I've like done the burnt path so much that it's on cooldown. So in some ways you could technically like AFK some of these stages and let the game sort of play itself in case you want to do that, in case you want to farm resources. But it will eventually go on a cooldown where it's like, hey, you've cleaned out the area, you've done so many deliveries that there's no more enemies there. And then also don't forget about the potion center. This place is pretty important. So this is how you're going to upgrade your potions. I like this area because it's a little tricky in the sense that, let's say I want to upgrade like the hearts, or I want to upgrade like the hourglass. If you hit infuse, you can see there's like these arrows. If you try all like these different plants, eventually you'll get one with like the triple arrows, and the triple arrows are the ones that provide like higher bonuses. For example, this has no arrows. So as you can see, it's technically changing. And if you want to change it, you just click the little icon right there, and you can see this one's 3. So you can see it's like upgrading it even faster. So we might as well just get this to level 10, because why not? You can just click and hold, and there you go. We got it to level 9. I don't know if I want to push 10. I don't know if I can do it. I just want to save these resources in case I need them. But yeah, this is Post Nights 2. I really like this game just because of how simplistic it is. I like giving gifts to like certain characters. The characters that you can give gifts to, like Flint right here, he's gonna be your standard like sort of ninja character, and he can't give me a gift yet. I think I need to progress within the game a little bit farther. So, you know, you can't just befriend your husbandos immediately. I've already befriended this chica right here, Morgan. She is super awesome, and you can see my gift is on cooldown. But yeah, anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 30,000 subs, we're doing a giveaway, and we still need to do the giveaway for 27,500. So let's go ahead and jump into that really quick. All right, so the 2 videos we're going to be selecting for the giveaways is going to be the 12-3 video, where, you know, 12-3 versus 11-6. So let's go ahead and click share, get the link right here, go into the YouTube random comment picker, place the video in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and exclude myself from today's video. And then we're gonna get the YouTube comments and see who's going to be the grand winner. There's only 39 right now, and let's go ahead and hit start. Who's going to be the winner on this one? So the folks who are early, Tomas Amador. So, or Thomas, you won any day one login streaks on the comment section. I'm not sure, but there we go. And that's gonna be the winner for this video in particular. So Thomas, let me know, hit me up on Discord, wherever you need to do it in order to get the giveaways. And this video is going to be the best time to play, free jewels, half anniversary. We're entering the golden age of precon. If you've been playing precon, you already know this is one of my favorite games, and we're gonna be taking this video for the next giveaway winner. And just note, you can see right here, 27,500. That's how I'm essentially selecting that video. We're gonna get the YouTube comments. I don't think that there were that many on this one. Was there really 121 comments on this? That's actually quite a bit. But it is like an older video, so hopefully everyone was kind of nice in this one. Obviously different from the original 130 or the 38, but who's gonna be the winner on this? And it's going to be Joaqim Joshua. So congratulations. Dang, your luck is really good. Well, you got really lucky winning this one. So Tomas and Joaqim Joshua, congrats on winning the giveaways for 27,500. And yeah, that is super amazing. So happy to do these giveaways, and hopefully we do another one on 30,000 really soon. If not, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just happy I get to play games like Post Nights and talk to y'all about them with it. So anyways, if you made it this far, thanks so much. Have yourself a fantastic day. Winners, contact me, and more giveaways in the future. See you guys.